Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Black History Bible Basketball. Welcome to Black History Bible Basketball. I hope everyone is doing all right this evening. Hopefully, everything is okay your way. Welcome to Black History Bible Basketball. Welcome to Black History Bible Basketball 2024. Come on in. Let's learn a little Black history. Let's learn the Bible, all of it together. So come on in, everyone. Let's get started with some Black History Bible Basketball. Good evening to my cousin Shirley. God bless you, cousin Shirley. Good to see you this evening. Welcome. Good evening, Betty Jean, Johnny. God bless you all this evening. Good evening, Bishop Granberry. I'm doing fine, my brother. I hope you're doing the same. Welcome to Black History Bible Basketball. We're going to learn a little Black history tonight. It might be a little tough, but I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. I believe in you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. I believe you guys can handle it. So we're going to get this Bible basketball and Black History basketball started in a minute. We'll give one more minute for our players to come on out of that locker room so we can get started. All right, it's going to be an interesting night, but I think y'all can handle it. I know y'all Black history because we are Black history. We are Black 365 days a year. 366 some years in that leap year or whatever it is. But we are Black history. All right. So I hope everyone is doing okay. It is time to get started. We're going to get ready to get started here. I want you to know that it's time to make a stand. It is time to make a stand. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So let's get ready to head down to courtside and get started here. Yeah, okay then. This is that 366 year. All right. So we Black one more day, 366. Good evening to my wife, our first lady. God bless you this evening. And good evening, Sister Alice Cummins. God bless you this evening. We're getting ready to get started here with our Black History Bible basketball. And so we're going to pull up our questions here and get ready to head down the court. Time to make a stand. Shall we overcome? Yes, we shall overcome. And here comes our first question. Our first question says, African-American actor, comedian, author, television personality, one of few entertainers to have won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Academy Award, and Tony Award. Good evening, Pastor First Lady Ann Stegall. God bless you. Was it A, Orphan Winfrey, B, Cicely Tycoon, C, Whoopi Goldberg, or D, Rosa Parking Lot? Which one was it? And there go the bishop said it was Cicely Tycoon. Down the court he goes with Cicely Tycoon, and then he got it stolen by the first lady, said it was Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg was that actor that won all of them Emmys and Academy Awards and Tony Awards. And she passes the ball to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley says it was Whoopi Goldberg. Maybe somebody says it was Rosa Parking Lot. Come on, y'all. Who do y'all think? Do y'all know y'all Black history? And here come Betty Jean. She said it was Whoopi Goldberg. But the bishop steals the ball with Cicely Tycoon and go the other way. He hanging on with Cicely Tycoon, whoever that is. Who is Cicely Tycoon? All right, but here come the first lady, steals the ball back from him with Whoopi Goldberg. Down the court she go with Whoopi, and then she passes it to Sister Alice Cummings. Sister Alice Cummings makes some pass to Cousin Shirley, and Cousin Shirley goes in the dunk. Shall we overcome? Here comes Sister Alice to help out. Shall we overcome? That is correct. It is Whoopi Goldberg. We shall overcome. Way to get that one in, y'all. We shall overcome. All right, let's move on down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question. Says, beautiful first lady and alto singer who once sung behind Walter and Tremaine Hawkins. What is this? Is it A, First Lady Peggy Sue, B, First Lady Dean, C, First Lady Peggy Neal, D, First Lady Trump? Who sung behind Walter and Tremaine Hawkins? Good evening, Sister Catherine Gibbs. God bless you this evening. And the bishop takes off and said, was First Lady Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue saying behind it. And here come the first lady. She said, it was me. I don't see me on there nowhere, First Lady. I don't see me. And here come Betty Jean saying it was First Lady Peggy Sue. They saying Peggy Sue. Was it Peggy Sue, First Lady Dean, or First Lady Peggy Neal? And here come Cousin Shirley said Peggy Neal. And here come our First Lady said Peggy Neal. But the bishop steals it. He's sticking with Peggy Sue. Was it Peggy Neal or Peggy Sue? See, her name, middle name is Jean, not Sue, y'all. Look at this sister. Say, y'all better get it right. She said Peggy Neal. Peggy Neal. All right, y'all better get it right. Get it right. Get it right, y'all. She said Peggy Neal. Come on. But the bishop is still sticking with Peggy Sue. First Lady Peggy Sue. Who is First Lady Peggy Sue? Down the court, the bishop goes with First Lady Peggy Sue. He's trying to make it with First Lady Peggy Sue. Is this correct? But here come our First Lady. She said, no, it is Peggy Neal. Is it First Lady Peggy Neal? Is this a slam dunk? Shall we overcome? Shall we overcome? Shall we overcome? And here come Betty Jean with Peggy Neal. But the bishop tried to change up. And here come Cousin Shirley said, I'm disappointed that we put you category with Trump. Ooh, I'm sorry, Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley, don't beat me up. But she said it is Peggy Jean. And that is correct. It is Peggy Jean Neal. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Way to get that one in, y'all. We shall overcome. Let's head on back down the court. Good evening to my sister Knott. God bless you this evening. All right, here comes our next question. Glad you watching, but you can get in. You know your Black history. Here we go with our next question for Black history. Our next question says, African-American poet, singer, memorist, and civil rights activist. She was raped and stopped speaking for 6 years. What's her name? A, Maya Angelou. B, Maya Angelou. C, Maya Angelou. D, Maya Angelou. Who is it, y'all? Come on, y'all, talk to me. And here comes our First Lady with Maya Angelou, and she passed to Sister Glizzy Cummings. Good evening and happy birthday, Sister Glizzy Cummings. Sister Glizzy Cummings got it stole by the bishop with Maya Angelou. But here come Cousin Shirley saying Maya Angelou, and she passes back to Sister Glenzie Cummins. Sister Glenzie Cummins pass it to the First Lady, back to Sister Glenzie Cummins, who pass it back to the First Lady. Betty Jean gets on, and here comes Sister Knott Kennedy, and she twirls around and passes it to Cousin Shirley. She go between her legs, pass to Sister Alice Cummins, back to Betty Jean. Betty Jean passes it down the court to Cousin Shirley, back to Sister Alice Cummins. Sister Alice Cummins passes it back to Sister Knott. Sister Knott goes in and passes it with an alley hoop to Glenzie Cummins. Shall we overcome with this one? Shall we overcome? And First Lady said, happy birthday, Sister Glenzie Cummins. Shall we overcome, y'all? Shall we overcome on this thing here? Sister Alice Cummins come, but here come the bishop, blocked her shot. But she got it back and go back up again. Alley hoop to Betty Walker. Shall we overcome with Maya Angelou? That is correct. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Black lives do matter. All right, let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Good one, y'all. Good one. It was Maya Angelou. All right, here we go with our next question. It's an African-American actor, comedian. We had this one now. We're going to go to the next question. So who invented the ironing board? Who invented the ironing board? Was it A, Sarah Boone, B, Peggy Neal, C, Shirley Pickens, or D, Pastor White? Who invented the ironing board? Come on, y'all. Who can make a stand on this one here? Come on, let me see y'all make a stand. And there goes the bishop making a stand. First Lady says Sarah Boone, but the bishop steals it and said it was Peggy Neal. And then here comes Cousin Shirley, steals it right back and passes it to Sister Glenzie Cummins. Sister Glenzie Cummins passes it to Betty Jean. Betty Jean passes it to Sister Alice. Sister Alice passes it to Sister Kennedy. Sister Kennedy passes it down the court to our birthday girl. The birthday girl passes it to Betty Jean. Betty Jean passes it to Sister Alice Cummins. Sister Alice Cummins passes it back to Sister Knott Kennedy, back to Betty Jean. Betty Jean passes to Sister Alice Cummins, go between her legs, behind her back, and pass it back to Sister Kennedy. You say you don't even use them. You just throw the clothes in the dryer, huh? Yeah, a lot of folks do that. But here come the bishop said, no, it was Peggy Neal. The bishop said Peggy Neal. But here come Captain Gill said it was Pastor White invented the ironing board. She's standing up for her pastor. But here comes Sister Alice Cummins, steals it from her and say it was Sister Boone. And she passed it to Betty Jean with Sarah Boone, back to the birthday girl who passed it around. Not said she don't use them neither. And here come Cousin Shirley say it was Sarah Boone. She go between her bed, behind her back, pass back to Betty Jean. And said Betty Jean lost the ball and the bishop steals it. But here come the First Lady, steals it right away back to Sarah Boone. And that is correct. Betty Jean says, Sarah Boone, we shall overcome. Black lives does matter. All right, let's get ready to head down the court, y'all, with our next question. Let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Our next question says, the first Black woman to graduate from Yale Law University and first to serve as United States judge. Was it A, Jane Bolin, B, Mary Jane, C, Plain Jane, or D, Dorothy Brownies? Who was the first woman to graduate from Yale Law School? Come on, who do y'all think? And there goes the bishop saying it was Plain Jane. The bishop said Plain Jane, but Cousin Shirley steals the ball, takes off the other way with A, Jane Bolin. Down the court she goes with Jane Bolin. And down the court she go. Here come Peggy Neal. She said it was Dorothy Brownies. Dorothy Brownies. Down the court she got it stolen by Sister Knott Kennedy. She said it is Jane Bolin. But here come the bishop, steals it with Plain Jane. Down the court the bishop goes with Plain Jane. But Cousin Shirley steals it back from the bishop with Jane Bolin. And here comes the First Lady with Jane. Down the court, the First Lady passes it back to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passes it to Knott Kennedy, back to Cousin Shirley, who passes it to Betty Jean. Betty Jean takes off down the court, passes to the First Lady. First Lady passes it to Sister Alice Cummings, but Sister Alice Cummings got it stolen by the bishop. The bishop said, Plain Jane. Sister Alice steals it right back with Jane, and she passed to the First Lady, back to the birthday girl. The birthday girl goes around, spins it between her legs, passes it to Sister Alice Cummings. Down the court, she passes it back to the birthday girl. The birthday girl passes it back to Sister Cousin Shirley. Back to Sister Alice Cummings, back to Cousin Shirley. Going between her legs, behind her back. She trying to slam it. Shall we overcome? But the bishop said, no, not today. The bishop said, Plain Jane. The bishop takes off the other way, and here comes Sister Alice Cummings, steals it from the bishop and takes off the other way, and she passes it to Jane, to Sister Knott Kennedy for Plain Jane. Is this correct? Is this a slam dunk with Plain Jane? That is correct. It is Plain Jane. We shall overcome. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question. All right. Our next question says, who invented the curtain rod? Good evening to my cousin Phyllis. God bless you this evening. Who invented the curtain rod? Was it A, Sugar Ray Beetlejuice, B, S.R. Scott Tissue, C, S.R. Scottron, or D, Black S.K. Lady? Who invented the curtain rod? Come on, y'all. And the bishop said it was S.R. Scottron. S.R. Scottron. Was it A, Sugar Ray Beetlejuice, B, Scott Tissue, Scottron, or Black S.K. Lady? Who invented the curtain rod? The bishop takes off by himself and heads down the court. The bishop knows his black history, and he ain't scared to make a stand. Is anybody going to challenge the bishop? And here comes the First Lady, says Scottron, and she passes it to Sister Gibb. Sister Gibb passes it back to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passes it back to the bishop. The bishop takes off down the court and passes it to Cousin Shirley, back to the First Lady. Down the court, they go on with Scottron. Maybe somebody sees something different. And here comes Cousin Shirley, go between her legs, behind her back with Scottron. S.R. Scottron. She passed it back to the bishop. The bishop is making a stand. And here comes Sister Alice coming with Scottron. And she passed it to Sister Kennedy. Sister Kennedy passed it back to the bishop. The bishop passes to Betty Jean. Betty Jean go between her legs and pass it back to Sister Alice Cummings. Sister Alice Cummings go between her legs, behind her back, and pass it back to the bishop. Is this correct with Scottron? Is it S.R. Scottron? Is it shall we overcome on this one here? Shall we overcome? Shall we overcome on this one here? Is it Scottron? The bishop said Scottron. And here come Sister Catherine Gibbs says Scottron. Samuel Scottron. Is that a slam dunk? That is correct. It is Samuel Scottron. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Way to get that one, y'all. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Good evening to my cousin Taylor. God bless you. Good to see you this evening. Welcome to Bible Basketball Black History. Welcome to Bible Basketball Black History. We shall overcome. All right, let's get ready for our next question. Let's make a stand. Here comes our next question. Our next question said, who invented pressing combs? Where y'all used to burn y'all hair up. I even got my hair burnt a few times on them pressing combs. I've been under the pressing comb before too. All right, who invented pressing comb? A, Walter Simon Cakes. B, Walter Klondike Bar. C, Walter Salmons. Or D, Walter Sammy Davis Jr. All right, who invented that? Who invented that? What you talking about? No, my sister, she didn't invent the pressing comb. The bishop said it was Walter Simon Cakes. The bishop said Walter Simon Cakes. So the bishop takes off down the court with Walter Simon Cakes. All right. Good evening to you too, cuz. The bishop takes off with Walter Simon Cakes. Anybody else? Was it A, Simon Cake, B, Klondike Bar, C, Salmons, or D, Sammy Davis Jr., Walter Sammy Davis Jr. All right. Now, there go another one say, no, it wasn't Madam CJ. It wasn't her. She didn't invent it. She made a lot of money off of it, but she didn't invent it. And here come Catherine Gibbs said Gateway. No, that ain't on there. That ain't on there. Come on, y'all. I don't know what y'all getting y'all answers for, but I checked mine. I got mine from Google. Come on, y'all. Help me out this here. And they said Walter Salmon. But the bishop said, no, it was salmon cakes. Cullen Shirley said salmons. Here come Taylor. She said salmons. Down the court, Taylor passed the ball down the court to Cousin Shirley. My wife said my answers are wrong. Wow, look at my wife going against me. But I got Walter Salmon. Neither one of us was there, First Lady, so yours could be wrong. I got mine off Google, but I wasn't there when he invented, and neither was you. So come on, let's play the game, First Lady. Walter Salmon, here we go. All right, thank you. No, sister, no, you fumbling the ball. She messing around, double or dribble. We're going with Walter Salmon Cake. Is this correct? That is correct. It is Walter Salmon. Walter Salmons is the correct answer. I Googled it, y'all. Come on. But thank you, birthday lady. The birthday lady is going with me. If none of y'all else go with me, me and the birthday lady got this. All right, Walter Salmon. All right, we shall overcome, even if we got to overcome by ourselves, me and the birthday lady. All right, let's get ready to head on down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question. Next question says, who invented the hairbrush? Who invented the hairbrush? A, Lyda Newman. B, Nelson Mandela. C, Lisa Bowen's Constrictor. D, Lyda Newman Purse. Who invented the hairbrush? Lyda Newman, Nelson Mandela, Lisa Bowen Constrictor, or Lyda Newman Purse. Who invented the hairbrush? Come on, y'all. Work with me on this one here so we can overcome together. Come on, y'all. And here come Betty Jean said it was Lisa Bowen's Constrictor. Betty Jean said it was Bowen Constrictor. Down the court, she said a boa constrictor is the one that invented the hairbrush. All right, down the court, Betty Jean go with a boa constrictor, but here come the First Lady, steals it with Lyda Newman. Down the court, the First Lady takes off with Lyda Newman. Down the court, and here come Cousin Shirley saying E-Roy, and he ain't even on there. Man, y'all, all right, next time I'm going to get y'all, make it a little tough on y'all since y'all think y'all got it. We going to make it tough on y'all. Here come the birthday girl. She said Lyda. She passed their sister Knot with Lyda. Back to the birthday girl. She go between her legs behind her back. She spins around back to Sister Kennedy. Back to Nelson. Well, she done, Cousin Shirley done fumble the ball and double dribble. And here comes the birthday girl, gets the ball and takes off down the court. Is this a slam dunk? And all right, Cousin Shirley got with her. That's what I'm talking about. Back to Sister Alice Cummins. Is this, shall we overcome? Can we overcome on this one here? Here comes Sister Alice Cummins and the First Lady with Lyda Newman. Is that correct? That is correct. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. All right, let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. We shall overcome. All right. Next question said, who invented the lawn sprinkler? All of y'all quick Googling people. Who invented the lawn sprinkler? Was it A, J.W. Smith, B, Will Smitty, C, J.T. Fitness, or D, Willie Walker? Who invented the lawn sprinkler? J.W. Smith, Will Smitty, J.T. Fitness, or Willie Walker? All right, there goes Taylor, takes off down the court with J.W. Smith. And here comes the first lady. She passes it to the first lady, the lawn sprinkler. Down the court, the first lady goes with J.W. Smith. And she passes it to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passes it to Sister Catherine Gibb. Sister Catherine Gibb passes it to Sister Knott Kennedy. Sister Knott Kennedy takes off down the court, goes between her legs behind her back. But the defense is all over her. Can she get some help? She spins around looking for help. She looking for some help. She at the top of the key. She can't find nobody. They all over her. Can she find somebody? They are all over her. Can she find somebody to help her out? Or do she need to slam it on her own? And she passes it to Sister Catherine Gibb. Sister Catherine Gibb passes it back to Betty Jean. Betty Jean go between defenders, spins around. Is this correct? With J.W. Smith. Is we going to overcome, y'all? And here comes Sister Alice Cummings. Are we going to overcome with J.W. Smith? Sister Alice Cummings go between her legs back to Betty Jean. Said, that is correct. We shall overcome. Third, here comes our birthday girl getting in there at the last minute. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. All right, let's get ready to head on down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question, y'all. And the next question says, who invented the dustpan? Was it A, IP address, B, IP Ray, C, Ray Charlazetta, or D, I ain't the one? I ain't the one. Who invented the dustpan? IP address, IP Ray, Ray Charlazetta, or D, I ain't the one. And here comes Sister Taylor saying she ain't the one. Down the court she goes, but then she made a change and said IP Ray. All right, cousin, way to make that change. IP Ray. And she passed it to Cousin Shirley with IP Ray. Nobody going with IP address or Ray Charlazetta or I ain't the one. And here goes the first lady. She going with IP Ray. Down the court, the first lady go with IP Ray, and she passed it to Knott Kennedy. But here comes Sister Gibb saying, I ain't the one. She going with I ain't the one. Down the court, she go with I ain't the one invented the dustpan. She said, I ain't the one that invented the dustpan. She passed to Sister Kennedy. Sister Kennedy takes off down the court and passes to Betty Jean. Betty Jean passes to the birthday girl. The birthday girl went behind her back, between her legs. It's just a slam from the birthday girl. That is correct. The birthday girl was determined. The birthday girl was determined to overcome on that one. It was IP Ray. All right. Let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question. And we've had that one. Let's move on. This woman, she was a South African singer, songwriter, United States Goodwill Ambassador, and civil rights activist. Was it A, Martha White, B, Marion Makeba, C, Martha, or D, Martha Black? Who was the South African singer, songwriter, United States Goodwill Ambassador, and civil rights actor? And here goes our first lady, said it was Makeba. Down the court she go with Makeba. Does somebody see something different? And she passed to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley takes off down the court. Does anybody see anything different? As she takes off down the court between defenders going behind her back. And here comes Sister Knott Kennedy with Makeba. It was Sister Makeba, was a South African singer, songwriter in the United States. She go between her legs with the Goodwill Ambassador. Man, we learning something today. Y'all are smart. And here comes Betty Jean. She said it was Makeba. And she passed it to the birthday girl. The birthday girl passed it to Sister Alice Cummings. Sister Alice Cummings passed it back to the birthday girl. And here come Taylor. She said, I'm going to go with the masses. She going with the masses. And ain't none one going with the masses, with Makeba. So I go with the masses too, because she the only name that sound like it come from South Africa. And here comes Sister Alice Cummings. Sister Alice Cummings go between her legs behind her back. Is she correct? And she is determined to overcome. That is correct. It is Sister Makeba. It is Sister Makeba. We shall overcome. Black lives does matter. All right, let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question, y'all. Y'all doing pretty good. Y'all smarter than what I thought on these questions. Here we go. Who invented the heating furnace? Y'all got them furnaces on right now? Well, do you know who invented the heating furnace? A. Alice in Wonderland. B. Alice H. Parker. C. Alicia Keyboards. D. Olivia Pope. Who invented the heating furnace? Come on, y'all. Who invented Alice in Wonderland? Alice Parker, Alicia Keyboards, Olivia Pope. Who invented the furnace heat that we got going on here? And there comes the first, so it says Alice Parker. Down the court, she go with Alice Parker. She go between the leg and pass to the birthday girl. The birthday girl go down the court with Parker and pass to Sister Kennedy. Sister Kennedy pass the ball to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passed the ball to Betty Jean. Betty Jean passed it back to the birthday girl. She goes down the court between her legs behind her back and passes it to Sister Kennedy. Sister Kennedy, what you say, Cousin Shirley? Good thing we have cell phones. Yeah, because them computers go out sometimes. Down the court, she going with Sister Alice Parker. Down the court, she goes with Sister Alice Parker, and she passed to Sister Catherine Gibb. Sister Catherine Gibb know her Black history. We shall overcome. She is making a stand. Way to make a stand. Down the court, Sister Catherine Gibb going with Sister Alice Parker. And she going all by herself. She's going all by herself. Is that correct? Can we overcome? She doubled back and said, yes, it is, Sister Alice Parker. We shall overcome. Black lives does matter. All right, let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question. We've had that one there, and here comes the next question. Who invented the cell phone? You said good thing for cell phone, Cousin Shirley. Well, guess who invented it? Was it A, Samson and DeDelvo? B, Henry Sammy Devilish Jr.? C, Henry Sampson? Or D, Samson the Diehard? Yes, that is so true. Black people are powerful, Cousin Shirley. Here we go. Come on, who invented that cell phone? Samson and the devil. Henry Simon Davish. Henry Sampson or Samson Diehard? Wow. And Sister Catherine Gibb trying to tell me something different. She about to lose the ball. Y'all better help her out, because ain't no Cooper on here. Ain't no Cooper on here. She about to lose the ball. Y'all better help her out. The referee is about to blow the whistle. Y'all better help her out. Was it the devil? Was it Devilish Jr.? Was it Samson or was it Diehard? Come on now. And here comes Sister Glenzie. Glenzie coming, the birthday girl. She said the devil. She said the devil. The birthday girl said the devil. But she got it stolen by Taylor. Taylor said it was Samson. Henry Sampson. Down the court she go with Sampson, but here come the birthday girl, steals it, and she passes it to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passes it down the court to Sister Gibb. But here comes the first lady, steals it with Henry Thomas Sampson. Henry Thomas Sampson. Down the court she passes it to the first lady, to the birthday girl. The birthday girl changed her mind and going with Henry. She go with Henry leg behind her back and she passed to Betty Jean. Betty Jean back to the birthday girl, back to the first lady with Henry Sampson. Henry Thomas Sampson. Down the court, she passed it to the back to the birthday girl. She go between the legs behind her back. She passed back to the first lady, back to birthday girl. Birthday girl back to the first lady, to Sister Not Candy, to Sister Catherine Gibb. She got with us this time. And she passed it to the first lady. First lady passed it back down the court to Sister Not Candy. Sister Not Candy passed it down the court, second sticking on the cot, and she passed it to Sister Gibb. Is this another slam? Can Sister Gibbs get this one with Henry Sampson? Henry Thomas Sampson. Is that correct? That is correct. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Black lives does matter. Way to get that one, y'all. All right, let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Next question says, it's repeating on me. We had that one this morning. Who invented the pressure cooker? Who invented the pressure cooker? Come on, y'all. Was it A, Maurice Licorice, B, Maurice W. Lee, C, Margarita, or D, Martha Marker? Who invented the pressure cooker? And I think we had this one, so it's good that y'all come back. The purpose of it, giving us answered questions again, is for us to familiarize ourselves with the answer. So who invented the pressure cooker? A, Maurice Licorice, B, Maurice Lee, C, Margarita, or D, Martha Marker? Who invented the pressure cooker? Who invented the pressure cooker? Who gonna take off down the court on this one here? Who gonna take the ball out of bounds as the referee is about to blow the whistle? A, B, C, or D? Who gonna take that ball out of bounds on this one here? And they go Taylor. She said she think it's Maurice Lee. She passed it to Cousin Shirley. But Betty Jean styles and go back the other way with Margarita. Down the court, Betty Jean go with Margarita. And here come the first lady, steals it from her. She steals it from her and goes the other way with Maurice Lee. Taylor, you say you missed this one, Ella. Yeah, we had it earlier. And here go the first lady with Maurice Lee. Down the court, she passed it Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley takes off down the court between them. All right, she go between defenders with Maurice Lee. Down the court, she go with Maurice Lee, and she go between the defender behind her back. Anybody gonna help her out? And here come Cousin Betty Jean. Cousin Betty Jean helps her out, and she passes it to the birthday lady. The birthday lady go between her legs behind her back. She is determined with Maurice Lee. Is this a slam? Because we had this one before. Is this a slam? That is correct. It is Maurice Lee. We shall overcome. Black lives does matter. All right, let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Coming close to the end of the game. Y'all been doing good. We're getting close to the end of the game. So let's move on down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question. Who invented peanut butter? Who invented peanut butter? A, George Bush. B, George Jefferson. C, George Washington Carver. D, George Washington. Who invented peanut butter? George Bush, George Jefferson, George Washington Carver. Here goes our first lady, talks out down the court with Carver, and she passed to Cousin Shirley. Back to the first lady, back to Cousin Shirley, back and forth, Cousin Shirley and the first lady going back and forth, and here come the birthday girl. The birthday girl goes between the lady, pass back to the first lady, back to Betty Jean. Betty Jean passes it back to the birthday girl who passes it to Taylor. Taylor goes between her legs behind her back. Cousin Taylor goes and she passes it back to Betty Jean. Cousin Betty Jean passes it back to the first lady. Yeah, all right. Here come Cousin Shirley, says she finally knew one. All right, you knew some of them other ones too. And here comes Sister Kennedy, say it was Carter. And here comes Sister Catherine Gibbs, say it was Carter. And there goes Sister Not Kennedy back with Carver. Down the court she goes with Carver, and she passes it back to Betty Jean. Is this a slam dunk with Carver? Shall we overcome? And here comes the birthday girl again. That is correct. George Washington Carver. We shall overcome. Black lives does matter. All right, let's get ready to head on down the court. Let's try to get in a few more before we come to an end. Let's try to get in a few more before we come to an end. I'm going to skip them duplicates. I'm skipping them duplicates. Y'all don't get no easy one. I'm skipping the duplicate. Y'all just had that one. I'm skipping them. Who invented the baby buggy? Who invented the baby buggy? Was it A, W.H. Richardson, B, Ricky Recorder, C, W.H. the Booty, or D, Black Beauty? Who invented the baby buggy? And here come Taylor right away saying it was W.H. Richardson. Down the court she go with Richardson. Does somebody see something different? Does somebody didn't? She passed it to the first lady. Down the court, the first lady goes with Richardson. Maybe it was Ricardo. Maybe it was the Beauty. Or maybe it was Beauty. And here comes Sister Not Kennedy. She said it was Richardson. And she passes to Betty Jean. Cousin Betty Jean goes between her legs behind her back. And she tags down the court and passes it back to Sister Kennedy. Sister Kennedy comes to the top of the key and passes it to the right side to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley looks around and passes to the birthday girl. The birthday girl spins around and goes between her legs behind her back. She is determined to overcome. Can the birthday girl overcome this one here? They all over her. She needs to pass that ball. She passed it to Sister Catherine Gill. Sister Catherine Gill moves around to the left side. She moved to the left side. They all over her. Was it Richardson, Ricardo, the Beauty, Beauty? Is this correct? Shall we overcome? Shall we overcome with Richardson? He invented the baby buggy. Is that correct? That is correct. We shall overcome. A black man invented the baby buggy. We shall overcome, and Black lives does matter. All right, let's get ready to head on down the court. This is our last question for today. No duplicates. Here comes our last question for today. Can we go out with a slam? Shall we overcome? Here comes our next question. Next question, no duplicate on you. No duplicate. No. African American who was the majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets, a gold medalist, and won 6 NBA championships in Chicago. Was it A, Magic Nonsense, B, Kobe Ryan, C, Michael Strahan, D, Michael Jordan? Who is it on this one here? And that go Cousin Shirley. She said it was Jordan. I don't know. It may have been Michael Magic Nonsense. Kobe Ryan, Michael Strahan. And here comes Cousin Shirley. She is determined with Michael Jordan. She go between her leg behind her back, and here come the first lady. She come up with MJ. And here come the birthday girl. Say it was Jordan. And then she passed to Sister Kennedy. Sister Kennedy back to the first lady, to Betty Jean. Say it was MJ. And Sister Glenzie Commons said it was MJ. And here comes Sister Kennedy passing the ball back to the Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passed it to Taylor. Taylor is determined to overcome. She passed back to Cousin Shirley, who passed it to the birthday girl. The birthday girl would go between them pass to the first lady, who said it was the GOAT. She said it was the GOAT. And she passes it to Betty Jean. Betty Jean, Cousin Betty Jean, go between her legs and pass it to Sister Catherine Gill. Is it MJ? This is our last question. Was it MJ? Or was it Magic Nonsense? Kobe Ryan, Michael Strahan, Michael Jordan? Shall we overcome on this last question? Is it Michael Jordan? Let's check it out here. That is correct. We shall overcome. Black lives does matter. We thank you all for being a part of this Black History. Thank you all for coming out and playing a little Black History basketball with us. Be sure to join us at 7:40 in the morning as we continue on our Black perspective of things. Y'all have a blessed night. Trust the process and keep God first. Trust the process no matter what you're going through. Trust the process. We shall overcome. Y'all be blessed. Thank you. Thank you to you all. You are welcome, my sister. You be blessed. Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday, Sister Glenzie Commons. God bless you. Thank you, Taylor, for stopping by. Have a good night. Thank you, Sister Gibbs. God bless you. Great game. Y'all know y'all Black history. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. All right. Have a good night. Remember, trust the process and keep God first. And we shall overcome. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank